الله الرحمن الرحيم.
A one-parameter family of solutions of the differential equation p prime equals p times the quantity 1 minus p is p equals c sub 1 times e to the t, all of that divided by the quantity 1 plus c sub 1 times e to the t. Does any solution curve pass through the point 0, 3, through the point 0, 1? So let's first take a look at the point 0, 3. So we have some function p, which is a function of t. So if we have the point 0, 3, that means that when t is equal to 0, p is equal to 3. So we'll plug that into the equation. So if p is equal to 3, we'll have 3 equals c sub 1 times, well, we have e to the 0 over 1 plus c sub 1 times e to the 0. And this will give us the equation 3 equals c sub 1 over 1 plus c sub 1, because e to the 0 is simply 1. And if we cross multiply here, we're going to wind up with 3 plus 3c sub 1 equal to c sub 1. And then subtracting 3c sub 1 from both sides will give us 3 equals negative 2c sub 1, and finally dividing both sides by negative 2 tells us that c sub 1 will be negative 3/2. So to answer the question, does a solution curve pass through the point 0, 3? The answer is yes, and that solution will be p of t equal to, well, we replace c sub 1 with negative 3/2, so we'll have negative 3/2 times e to the t divided by the quantity 1 plus negative 3/2 times e to the t. So this solution curve will pass through the point 0, 3. But then we have to consider the point 0, 1. Well, in this case, t will be 0 and p will be equal to 1. So when we substitute those into the equation, we'll end up with 1 equals c sub 1 times e to the 0 over 1 plus c sub 1 times e to the 0. And that will give us 1 equal to c sub 1 over 1 plus c sub 1. And then cross multiplying will tell us that 1 plus c sub 1 will be equal to c sub 1. Now if we subtract c sub 1 from both sides of this equation, we get that 1 is equal to 0, and that's not the case. So this tells us that we have no solution. So in this case, there will be no solution curve passing through the point 0, 1. And the reason for this is that when we plug in 0 for t and 1 for p, we are unable to get a solution for c sub 1. But we are able to get a solution for c sub 1 when we pass through the point 0, 3. This solution, we do have a solution curve through the point 0, 3, but not through the point 0, 1.